We weren't hot bedding, no, like we went in the summer, no. And she was a lovely lady as well. Very well known actress, but yes. Sorry, I was just meddling. No, we got on so well together that we rehearsed actually for about 8 or 9 days for each episode, which was unheard of, which was marvellous. And when Patrick was in that kind of wheelchair, third day rehearsal, we tipped up and we pulled him back. I mean, ah! Every day we pulled him out of that wheelchair. Ah! On the 5th day, he got so annoyed, he stood up and he pointed at me, he said, "You little shit! You're supposed to be in my gang! You should be ganging up against Colin!" And that was Doctor Who. You're in a gang. You should be in my gang.
One thing that Nicola said in...
Oh, the water storm. Nicola, you know when she got the water splashed over her? Colin arranged with Gary Downey, the floor manager, that if the take was fine, Gary said, "It's a lovely take, but we just have to go again, love." So we did the take splash by splash, but then we had to do an extra take. And that's Gary Downey, that's not me. And this time, she's lying there, God bless her. Colin got this whole jug of water. And she kept acting, "Oh, doctor! Doctor, what are you doing? Look at you, you bastard." She saw me laughing. So that was the Nicola. But she was a great, I mean, all the Doctor Who girls were great. We used to sort of fool around with them and bag them and God knows what. And never got told off. They were really great girls. And even Nicola Bryant, it was a joy to go to work. You never felt you were going to work thinking, "Oh, I hope so-and-so's in a good mood today. I hope they haven't been, I hope she hasn't had a row with her husband." It was a joy to go to work. I feel like giving BBC the money back. No, I'm not going.
Eric, in terms of Nicola and her character Perry, I mean, the decision to make her American, was that to kind of appeal to the American market as well? Or?
Yeah, John had this thing. He first, Keegan was Australian, obviously, and he wanted to push the sales of the programme in Australia. He thought that would help. And then when they didn't take too kindly to it, he chose an American, although of course we all know she wasn't an American. But she came in for an audition. I was there. I was reading the top and she was very good, and she has charm. She's very pretty, still is. She seemed right. I felt it was a good choice, and she grew very much into the part. I think by the time she got to things like Revelation of the Daleks, she had a really good rapport with Colin. And she was acting, I thought, very, very well. So would you know?
So Tony, I'm going to come on to you now in terms of your character. You were the kind of the space villain initially,
yeah.
The space combat.
Arthur Daly in space.
You kind of almost became like a bit of a companion yourself in the sense that you were brought back very quickly for a second story,
Yeah,
and then again Sylvester McCoy.
We were out on location somewhere in Kent. It's a Stone Age place.
Petersfield.
Yes, it's quite a common place. A lot of people go there. Anyway, they closed it down for us, and we were filming there. And I've got to tell you, I've just remembered something, because I saw Beryl Reid up there, who I worked with in the theatre years ago, and I'd also worked with Joni Sims, and she came on to this story as this leader of a sort of Stone Age peoples, and she had a spear, and in the rehearsal room she was using an umbrella. And, she had a speech, but it ended with "Onward, onward to," I can't remember where she was supposed to go, but she tried. She went "Onward, onward to Marks and Spencer." But it wasn't shot, so there's no record of it.
You were talking about costumes before, but your costume was quite a memorable one as well, wasn't it?
Oh, I had a great time with, what's his name, Ken True. Took me into the wardrobe department of the BBC, which I think has been destroyed, along with the place where they used to make all the sets. That's another matter. But Ken True took me into the wardrobe, and there was masses of stuff. And I said, what's Sagalom Glitz look like? What does he look like? And then I'd already seen a drawing of him having these things, slats in the side of his beard. So I grew the full set except there, and they put these slats in. That was the makeup department. And Ken said, well, let's start with, he's a bit of a pirate, space pirate. So we decided then I'd have I'd have a pair of pirate trousers that buttoned up under the knees, and then I got a pair of suede boots that came up over the knees, and then we found motorbike gear, which had a big pad with studs on it on one side, and we used half of it, cut the other bit away, and put that on one side.
The lady's excited now.
And then there were these gloves, motorbike gloves, which we cut the fingers out, so I had mittens with studs on. And I just had a great time for about an hour and a half building this character. This is sort of like building the character, putting bits on and taking bits off. So it was quite fun, huh?
What we're going to do is we're going to play a clip actually in a moment. And it's a clip of you as Glertz. But actually we've also got one of Mike's kind of creations, which is Drathro, the robot. So we're going to play that. We'll kind of come back